The big news we'll be tracking today, SEBI has given a clean chit to Adani Power Group companies after the Hindenburg allegations, of course, had created complete havoc on Dalal Street about 32 months ago. Hindenburg has dismissed charges of insider trading, market manipulation. Remember, Hindenburg alleged Adani entities flouted SEBI's norms. SEBI's now given a clean chit to Rajesh Adani, Gautam Adani and 3 others. Now, allegations had been made against notices in SEN, and they've not been able to establish anything. So there's no violation of the SEBI Act, and that's really what's coming in over there. So clean chit coming in, no violation of SEBI Act provisions on fraudulent and unfair trade practices, no violations such as market manipulation, insider trading or misstatements, no violation in substantial acquisition of securities or control inducing investors to buy or sell. All allegations made against notices in SCN have not been established. That's SEBI coming in on the Adani Hindenburg case. And this is important because remember, SEBI giving a clean chit to the Adani Group counters on those Hindenburg allegations is important because it was something that really hit the stocks about 32 months ago and have dismissed charges of insider trading and market manipulation. Hindenburg, just to remind our viewers, had alleged Adani entities had flouted SEBI norms. They've now come out, SEBI has come out and given a clean chit to Rajesh Adani, Gautam Adani and 3 others as well. I want to just take you through the market capitalization of the 10 listed Adani Group companies had actually plunged from about 19 lakh crore rupees, that's $227.8 billion, in January 2023. Now that's a day before the Hindenburg report, just one day before the Hindenburg report, to 12.24 lakh crores, and that's 144.9 billion by November 2023. That's the kind of impact the report had back in 23 when US courts filings on alleged bribery charges had emerged. It was an extremely tough year for the group. It actually eroded investor wealth and sentiment, and that's why we're looking at it so closely today, and we'll also discuss it with Mayuresh, who'll join us in just a moment. Now, since then, Adani Group stocks have gradually been recovering, though they remain still below pre-Hindenburg levels. Over the past 2 years now, returns across the group have actually been fairly mixed. We've seen Adani Ports, of course, top of the charts, and we'll discuss that because that one has seen about a plus 70%. And lots of brokerages also looking at Adani Ports very positively. Motilal Oswal, in fact, talking about a potential 29% upside, citing expansion into logistics, marine services as key growth drivers there. So Adani Ports has been looking good. And Adani Power, of course, has been looking good. That's also been up about 68%. So Adani Power, and you've got Morgan Stanley on Adani Power as one example of the kind of overweight call we've got coming in with an 818 rupee target. Again, talking about strong earnings growth outlook from timely project, new PPAs, and a rise in capacity and EBITDA forecast as well. But let's take a look at some of the other stocks in the group, and that's really where we're seeing underperformance at this point. Adani Green Energy, Adani Energy Solutions, Adani Total Gas, a whole host of these counters actually haven't managed to see too much, returns and have actually still been lagging behind those pre-Hindenburg levels. So let me bring in Mayuresh Joshi, who's joining us this morning. Mayuresh, keeping an eye on some of those Adani Group stocks on the back of the news that SEBI has dismissed those Hindenburg allegations. We remember the pain the group stocks went through back in 2023. Want to get your perspective, Mayuresh, for an investor to look at this holistically and understand also perhaps if they are looking to invest, where perhaps it is a better idea or a better investment opportunity, because clearly the returns have been mixed across the group.
Morning, Aman. No, absolutely, I think, and that's well put in terms of how the group performance has been. But largely, I think, attributing to the final order that's come through, I think the sentimental effect on stocks will obviously be seen in today's trade. However, from a medium to longer term perspective, I think most of the segments that Adani is present into, whether it's power to Adani Power or Adani Green Energy, as far as the renewables is concerned, or even in their cement foray through ACC and Ambuja, I think most of these stocks should probably see a positive impact from government policy in the first place. Renewables expected to expand to around 500 gigawatts a large part of that going to be a mix of solar, wind, and hydroelectric, where Adani is going to play a major role. At the same time, when you're expecting urban, rural, affordable housing, infra growth, ports growth, then generally, I think capital expenditure happening from the center, I think cement stocks should come back in focus. So I think from a focus area perspective, and rating and rankings as we see it, outside Adani ports, I think Adani Power might be one stock to probably look at. ACC from the cement pack
Okay.
is something that can do well as well.